All right. The player of the month for the Premier League was announced, as well as the manager of the month. And can I just hear the names, please? Okay, you're being too emotional. It's the man Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer was awarded the player of the month for the goal of the month, also for his goal against Brighton. That free kick was outstanding. I mean, he had 5 goals in the month of September, 1 hat-trick. And I mean, who can forget the cold celebration at Stamford Bridge when he outdid the Seagulls? 4-1, 4 goals in the first half. I mean, what an impressive feat by the player.
Wow.
But let's not take it away from the manager. I mean, Enzo Meresca. Who else was in the nod, if not him, to win this award for the month? I want to take your thoughts on that.
If it wasn't going to be Meresca, it was the Liverpool coach.
The slot.
So it was going to be the Liverpool coach who would take it, because Liverpool are actually also doing very well this season, hitting Man U by 3 goals to nil. That's one of the most memorable games.
So I've been salty some wounds there. But I want to ask you, I'm sorry to call you short, but you said Arnold Slot. I'm not hearing the names of Arteta. I'm not hearing maybe the Brighton coach who did well last month as well. I'm not hearing likes of Brentford's manager who actually did solidly well in the last month of September.
The reason why I actually mentioned Arnold Slot specifically is because of he didn't buy so much players from the transfer market. He just inherited this Liverpool side. And then he's actually sitting first on top of the table. So, and Liverpool are actually in good form right now. So for me, that was why I actually picked him. If Maresca didn't take the award, it was going to be Arne Slot.
KP, I know it pains you to say, but is it well deserved by Meresca there?
If I say I don't think it's well deserved now, you're going to say it's because I hate Chelsea or something. No. What I will say is, I'll give plaudits to Meresca first before I go into whether it was deserved or not. Meresca is an evidence or proof that when a coach comes into a team, most of them say they need 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Some people say, club stay 3 seasons before you started seeing him. But for Meresca, we can see a clear change in the style of football from his first 2 months in the club. So that is one thing I will have to say. Congratulations to him. But he's not my manager of the month. He cannot be. I'm sorry. And you may look at me like that, but Arne Slot clearly deserves it. That's my opinion, and you can disagree, but congratulations to him for winning that.
Well, I mean, he has won it. It's just to know if he can keep up this form going into other ones. And he was not just the only Chelsea manager to win the manager of the month. I mean, the ladies, their head coach too. She grabbed the cabinet prize, and
it's all about the Blues.
It's all about the Blues this season. I mean, it takes us, as a Chelsea perspective fan, I mean, it takes us back to the Tuchel era, which when he won the manager of the month with Emma Hayes, and it's bringing back good times. It's bringing back good times at the club.
Manager of the month, no be trophy.
I don't know I tell you. But I mean, it's a step in the right direction. I mean, for your manager to win the manager of the month,
it's a plus.
It means you're doing something right.
It's a plus in your career.
But go see finish 6th.
Well, at the end of the season, we'll come back to that conversation. But Sonia, she has won the manager of the month for the ladies, and I mean, well deserved. There was nobody who was going to beat her. I mean, Chelsea sitting comfortably on top of the women's league. Any shocks there? Any shocks? Do you see anybody taking that space in the next weeks or so?
You asked me a couple of weeks ago who I felt was going to win the women's league, and I told you it was clearly going to be Chelsea. And we're going to see at the end of the season, they are going to run away with it, from my opinion.
They do have fixtures coming up. I mean, they are going to take on their noisy neighbours in London, Arsenal. Man U is going to take on Spurs. You're going to see a fixture between Aston Villa and Leicester City. Crystal Palace take on Brighton. Everton take on West Ham. And a big clash between Liverpool and Man City. So which is the standard fixture for you in this women's league?
The latter.
The latter.
I'm going to go with the clash at the Emirates. Arsenal versus Chelsea.
I'm actually going for that same fixture. It's always a noisy fixture between the two.
Why am I surprised that you will?
No, when you look at the women's league, you have to check years of who has been giving Chelsea back-to-back torments in that sport. I mean, it's Arsenal or City. If not for these two, nobody else has been coming around for that sport. And when he plays out between Arsenal and Chelsea, Arsenal always have one thing to say. Even if they might lose, it might be just a 1-goal margin. So I can never discredit an
So
Arsenal
it'll be a
side.
clash of the titans between them.